And now, News 10 Today continues.
You're watching News 10 Today as we're visiting in studio with our city manager, Curtis Calder, talking about upcoming agenda items for Tuesday, the 25th regular meeting. Curtis, you did not realize this, but I'm so pleased our local VFW, Ladies Auxiliary, is working to support and recognize Vietnam Veterans Commemorative Day, the 50th anniversary or observance, that is, of the Vietnam conflict.
Yeah, and they have a couple of items on our agenda. They're going to do a parade, so they're asking for a parade to be approved. Any new parade has to come before the City Council, and that would be in September. And they're also asking for a little donation from the city to help with the festivities. So I think all of those things are appropriate, and the council views those on a case-by-case basis, and I'm sure they'll be receptive.
I guess rather than festivity, that would be something more solemn?
Yeah, probably more commemorative. Yeah.
Right, in that case. So
yeah.
It's just hard to believe, 50 years. So something that the city will be looking at when the council meets at 4 o'clock on the 25th. Also, there's looking at, let's see, we don't want to get into too much of the purchase of equipment, but I was looking at expanding for a future tank site, Elko Mountain Village, maybe more progress, more construction or possibility of development in that subdivision.
Yeah, that project's been out there for a long time, and
Right.
there was a commitment from the city, if that project moved forward, to help out with the water infrastructure to get water up at a higher elevation to serve that area. Although the project's kind of stalled, it hasn't gone away, and one of the things that other developments are asking for is the city to explore the possibility of getting that infrastructure in regardless of whether Elko Mountain Village goes through or not, because there's other development occurring above the hospital that would need to tap into that infrastructure. So the first step in the process is acquiring the land for a tank site at that elevation. So we're just checking with the council to make sure they want us to pursue that appraisal process. The water fund would ultimately be responsible for paying for both the appraisal and the purchase of the land. It's not BLM land, it's actually privately held. So it's the first step in a lengthy process of actually making the infrastructure happen.
So again, this would follow on the heels of the city's approval exit 298, where the city is already going to invest considerably in the water infrastructure.
Yeah, and that's a water line extension project, and we had an item on our last agenda where an agreement was approved between an engineering company and the prior developer of that area that was working on a development agreement with the city. And so we now have that design in hand, and we're going to move that project forward as well.
All right, we'll continue our discussion in studio with the city manager.